All right, so this is the example of how to do the energy pie charts, and we're going to look at the rolling can observation station that we did last week. All right, so we want to think about what were the three positions in the state diagram. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw those in here. All right, you might want to draw these on paper, okay, so that they're a little neater, because sometimes drawing in Classkick is tough. All right, I'm going to look at the can when it's moving fast. Okay, and then when it's moving a little slower, and then when it's finally stopped. Okay, that's where I'm going to look at. All right, I'm going to go ahead and include the hand in the system as this initial push. All right, but if you don't want to, you don't really have to, because it's not really that involved later. All right, and then I'm going to think about my system as having the hand, the floor, the can, and the earth. All right, and then I have three different positions when it happened, okay? So I want to ask myself these questions about what type of energy how the energy is being stored in the system, okay? So initially, I see that the can is moving very fast, all right? And there cannot be any ED in the beginning, okay? Because nothing has happened yet. There hasn't been any chance for that energy to sort of dissipate through rubbing against the ground, all right? And I'm going to look at the position for position 1, where the hand has just pushed it, right? It's already moving at that point, okay? All right, as the can starts rolling, okay, it starts slowing down. All right, so if it's slowing down, I know that means the kinetic energy is going to end up being less than it was before because it's slower. All right, but that energy has to go somewhere, right? It can't just disappear. It has to go somewhere, all right? And it's not getting any higher, so it's no EG. There's no rubber bands or springs or anything, so there's no EE, all right? So the only other choice is going to have to be dissipated energy, all right? And that's what happens when the can rubs against the floor. That's heating up all those particles in the can and the floor a little bit, okay, and making everything a little bit hotter. So that's going to be ED. All right, by the time it is finished, all right, the can comes to a stop. All right, so that means no EK. It's still not above the ground. It still doesn't have any springs or anything stretched or compressed. So the only choice would be that the ED would have to have taken up the whole pie. And then at this point, this is sort of done, right? This can doesn't have any more usable energy. There's no more usable energy in the system unless the hand does something again, all right? So this is how you're going to look at this. So you're going to have 3 different pie charts and 3 different state diagrams.